Did you know that 2 out of 3 women experience thinning hair after menopause? Well, if your once thick ponytail now feels half the size it used to, or you're seeing more scalp when you part your hair, you're definitely not alone. The good news is that menopausal hair thinning is very common, and there are real solutions that can help. I'm going to explain why menopause causes hair loss and the most effective treatments to help your hair grow thicker again. There are actually 2 main types of hair loss that women experience after menopause. The first is called androgenic alopecia, also known as female pattern hair loss. This type usually shows up as thinning at the crown, diffuse thinning across the scalp, or a widening part line. Sometimes even a slightly receding hairline can happen. The second type is telogen effluvium. This is a stress-induced hair shedding where a larger number of hairs suddenly enter the resting phase of the hair cycle and they fall out. Well, the good news is that this type is usually temporary. But why does menopause trigger thinning hair? Well, there are several important reasons. First is declining estrogen levels. Estrogen actually helps keep hair follicles in the growth phase, which allows hair to grow longer and thicker. When estrogen drops during menopause, hair spends more time in the resting phase, meaning that it sheds sooner. Second, there's often an increase in androgens, especially a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT can cause hair follicles to shrink, and this is a process called miniaturization. When follicles shrink, the hairs that they produce become thinner and weaker. Now, there are also structural changes that are happening in the scalp. Lower estrogen can lead to decreased blood flow to the scalp, and this can mean that hair follicles receive less oxygen and less nutrients. And finally, menopause is associated with collagen loss. Well, this can make the scalp thinner and less supportive of the hair follicles themselves. So what's the result? Well, the result is that your hair is thinner, it's weaker, and it can shed more easily. But fortunately, there are several treatments that can help. One treatment option is hormone replacement therapy, or HRT. Because estrogen plays such an important role in hair growth, restoring hormone levels can sometimes improve thinning hair. In fact, a small study from 2023 followed 11 women who started hormone replacement therapy. Researchers then evaluated their hair before treatment, 3 months after starting HRT, and then again at 6 months. And what they found was pretty encouraging. By the 3-month mark, the women showed improvements in their frontal hairline and stronger overall hair growth. HRT is not right for everyone, and it should always be discussed with your doctor before starting it. But for some women, it can provide benefits not just for hot flashes and menopausal symptoms, but potentially for hair health as well. One of the easiest and most scientifically supported ways to stimulate hair growth after menopause is red light therapy. Red light therapy works by delivering specific wavelengths of light to the scalp. This light energy is believed to be absorbed by the mitochondria inside our cells, which increases the production of ATP, the energy currency of the cell. More cellular energy can help stimulate the hair follicles to then enter into a growth phase. Well, red light therapy may also increase blood circulation to the scalp, bringing more oxygen and more nutrients to the hair follicles. One device that does this is the Current Body LED Hair Growth Helmet, and thank you to Current Body for sponsoring this video. The Current Body helmet contains 120 LEDs that emit a spectrum of red light that research shows can optimally penetrate the scalp and stimulate hair follicles. This range of light has been shown to support hair growth and scalp health. Well, the helmet comes in 2 different sizes, and many users see stronger, denser, healthier hair in about 12 weeks. In fact, one study showed a 123% increase in hair growth. Well, you can also combine red light therapy with topical treatments, or you can use it on its own. And as you can see from these before and after results, the improvements can be impressive. The treatments are also incredibly convenient because you can do them at home in complete privacy. Wearing the helmet is easy, and you can even multitask while using it. It's FDA cleared, HSA and FSA eligible, so if you've been thinking about trying a hair growth helmet, this might be the perfect time. The folks at Current Body have given me a 10% discount code for their hair growth helmet and their entire site. Just use a code Dr. Youn Hair, DRYUNHAIR, and click the link in the caption to save today. Hands down, the most effective topical treatment for thinning hair is Minoxidil. Minoxidil works by stimulating hair follicles and increasing blood flow to the scalp, which helps to encourage hair growth. Now, for women, I typically recommend the 5% strength. There's really no reason to use the weaker 2.5% versions that are often marketed to women. Minoxidil comes in either a liquid serum or a foam, but most people find that the foam is easier to apply and better tolerated. You should also know that results don't happen overnight. It usually takes about 4 to 6 months to start seeing improvement. Interestingly, in Korea, they've even developed a roll-on version, which some people find even easier to apply. Another factor that can contribute to thinning hair is nutritional deficiencies. And when nutritional issues combine with the hormonal changes of menopause, hair loss can become even more noticeable. Well, there are several supplement ingredients that may help. One is saw palmetto, which may help prevent the conversion of testosterone into DHT. And this is once again the hormone that shrinks hair follicles. Another is ashwagandha, which can help reduce the body's stress response. And then there are collagen peptides. Early studies suggest that collagen may help keep hair in the growth cycle. And collagen also provides important building blocks for hair structure. Well, you can work with a functional medicine physician to test for nutritional deficiencies, or you can consider an all-in-one supplement designed specifically for thinning hair, such as Nutrafol Women's Balance. It's one of the few supplements formulated specifically for postmenopausal women, and it contains many of the ingredients that I just mentioned. Finally, some women benefit from antiandrogen medications. Remember how we talked about DHT shrinking hair follicles? Well, medications like spironolactone can help block these androgens from binding to hair follicles. Spironolactone is actually a blood pressure medication, but doctors often prescribe it off-label to treat hair loss in women. It can slow down hair thinning and even lead to thicker hair in about 40 to 60% of women. However, like all these treatments, it does take time. You typically need to take it for about 6 months before seeing results. And it's also important to know that you have to stay on the medication in order to maintain those results. If you stop taking it, that hair loss can return. And one important note, men should not take spironolactone because it can cause side effects like gynecomastia or breast enlargement. Well, these are some great options to treat thinning hair with menopause, but what about the skin changes you're seeing with menopause? What can you do about it, and what do I consider to be the ideal menopause skincare routine? Well, I have the answers for you right in this video, right up here. And as always, remember to adopt, don't shop, save a life today.